In the countless records of the Galactic Accord, there is one story whispered in hushed tones in every council hall, taught in hatchling nurseries and drilled into the skulls of every aspiring conqueror. They call it the day the Deathworlders stopped playing nice, and every species remembers exactly where they were when it happened. The dominion of Athakor had risen like a tidal wave in the outer spiral. For centuries, they had consumed weaker worlds, stripping them of life, draining oceans dry, mining mountains into dust. Their war fleets were so vast they could blot out a star system in hours. Their warlords believed no species could stand before them, least of all a primitive cluster of mammals from Sol 3. Humans, they thought, were useful only for labor. Fragile, rebellious, but easy to break. And so, the Athakor struck Earth first. They didn't bother with negotiation. Cities turned to glass. Rivers boiled away under orbital bombardment. Billions died in the opening hours. In the control chamber of the Dominion's flagship, High Executor Zarak watched the scorched planet spin below him. Pitiful, he hissed to his advisors. They call themselves Deathworlders, yet they die so easily. He was still savoring the moment when the alarms began to blare. On the flagship's main display, the surface of Earth erupted in fire, not from Dominion strikes, but from humanity's own retaliation. Launch silos hidden beneath Arctic ice, submarines risen from abyssal trenches, and orbital weapons platforms long believed destroyed awoke in unison. They fired not just at the invading fleets but at each other if it meant denying the enemy their prize. In a bunker buried deep under the Appalachian Mountains, General Erin Maddox stood before her battered command team. Her voice, hoarse but unwavering, echoed through flickering comm feeds. Listen well. They came here to break us, but they didn't understand who we are. They think Deathworlder means we're hard to kill. They forgot it means we know how to kill back. Across the burning remains of Earth, civilians rallied. Farmers rigged autonomous drones into hunter-killers. Hackers slipped viruses into Dominion comms, turning their ship's own defenses against them. Prisoners were freed with rifles pressed into their hands. Humanity did not fracture under extinction, they sharpened. And when the first Dominion battleship fell, it became the spark that turned desperation into an inferno. Executor Zarak ordered a retreat. It was too late. Humans had already boarded their ships wearing vacuum-sealed suits patched with duct tape and sheer defiance. They sabotaged power cores, seized bridge controls, and sent coordinates of hidden Dominion supply routes to the rest of the galaxy. For the first time, the predators who had never known fear watched prey become the predator. In the following months, the legend spread. A single human stealth fleet slipped through Dominion lines and blew up a supply depot on Athakor's core world, setting its atmosphere ablaze. Another cell hacked the slave collars of conquered species, giving them the means to revolt. Entire Dominion garrisons vanished overnight, replaced by graffiti scrawled in languages the humans never bothered to translate. We're done playing nice. The Galactic Accord, a neutral body that had once ignored humanity's membership applications, suddenly found themselves sheltering thousands of Dominion refugees and offering open alliance to the very species they once mocked. 1 year later, High Executor Zarak sat bound in an abandoned fortress on a dead moon, staring into the eyes of General Maddox. She looked older, hair gone gray at the temples, but the cold resolve in her gaze had only grown sharper. "You think we wanted this?" she asked, circling him like a wolf around cornered prey. "We tried diplomacy. We tried being the good neighbors. You slaughtered our cities. So we showed you why you don't back Deathworlders into a corner." Zarak hissed a curse in his native tongue, but she only smiled, a thin, humorless thing. "Remember this, Executor," she said, leaning close enough that her breath frosted against his cheek. "We can be kind. We can be forgiving. But when you corner us, when you take from us, when you decide we don't deserve to exist, that's the day the galaxy learns what Deathworlders are really capable of." She left him there for the liberated slaves to find. Centuries have passed since that day, but every young species learns the lesson. They watch the old footage, cities in flames, swarms of human ships ripping through battlecruisers 10 times their size, the endless chant echoing from Earth's ruins, "Never again." It is a simple truth carved into the bones of galactic history. The day the Deathworlders stopped playing nice was the day the galaxy stopped underestimating them.